thoughts on what's going on today with President Trump, Biden, all the mess. What's your thoughts with what's going on today?
Well, listen, having run for office myself and getting smoked in a couple and then having one that was close, like I think you learn more. I mean, this isn't like we're not doing entrepreneur, although with you it would be perfect. Wouldn't you agree? Like you kind of learn more in life by losing than winning, like because sometimes you win, but you win for the wrong reasons, like it was luck or. So losing in politics taught me a lot. Like where'd I go wrong? Should we have knocked on more doors? But I learned very simple lessons, and one of them, if you had to summarize campaigns, which we're going through right now, is that campaigns are really two things: triaging, the most important two things. And if you don't know this, get the hell out of politics. You're wasting everybody's freaking time. There are snapshots and sound bites. In other words, it's pictures, how you look, quick little things people ingest, and it's sound bites. Nobody's reading your white paper, bro. Now, remember Mitt Romney? I've got a white paper out there. Listen, I love tax policy. You want to talk about interest rates? I love it. Yeah. Economics is my passion. I'll talk about it all day. The hard reality is people are working for a living, brother. Yeah. You got cab drivers, architects, pilots. They're not sitting here reading your 51-page tax plan. It's a freaking soundbite. And this is why Biden, at this point, I don't want to get ahead of myself, and I hate red wave talk, but I see this guy having very little chance. The snapshots are terrible. Listen, let's be honest, man. He just looks old. Trump doesn't look old. Trump is old. He doesn't look old. The snapshots are terrible. But the sound bites, bro, are even worse. The guy's talking about erectionists. What is he doing? A fucking Viagra ad? The erection? What is that? People were like, what does he mean? Does he mean insurrectionist? Like, and then you're talking
Maybe
about
that's what he's thinking about.
Yeah, he could.
Like, I remember back in the days when I used to.
With this lunatic, but the snapshots and the sound bites are really terrible. And when you realize that most of America's busy doing their thing, and they're just seeing that stuff, nothing's working for them. That's the difference with Obama. For as much as I couldn't stand Obama, the guy gave good speeches. It was all bullshit, but the guy gave good speeches, and he looked up. He'd go out there and he would look. Biden can't do any of that. He can't rescue himself. Clinton was the same way. He knew how to look presidential, even when he was doing his thing in the Oval Office. Yeah. Biden don't have that.
When you were Secret Service for Bush and Obama, did you spend any time with Obama or no?
A lot. Yeah, I did 3 years with more time with Bush, but I did 3 years with Bush, 2 years with Obama. And I saw it. I'm always honest with people. I said Obama and Clinton. Clinton was better because I spent a little time with Clinton. I was not on the detail, but you're a post-stander enough that you kind of get to see him. And so I spent about a year bouncing around the Clinton team with Hillary and him. And Clinton had it better than Obama, but Obama had this way, and I think it's why he won, despite the dreadful economy, Obamacare. He'd go in a room, and you're an experienced guy. You've been with business people and titans. They have an air about them. It's the French call it the je ne sais quoi. You don't know what it is, but when they walk in a room, even if nobody knows him, they go, that dude's a millionaire or something. Yeah. Even Obama, he had that way in politics. Like people would walk in and he would undress a Democrat right in front of you, no problem. Like if you got up in his grill, like he'd fillet you in a second. And it kind of let everybody know I'm the alpha. Biden has none of that, man. None of that. And I got to tell you, I'm not a Bush fan either. I'm more of a conservative libertarian than he was. But Bush didn't really have that so much either. He'd walk in a room and it was almost like a weak, overcompensating personality. But, Biden has none of that. He's the most weak, like narcissistic, sociopathic guy, the lying, all the bullshit all the time.
But how brilliant. I mean, he's doing for the left. Fantastic job, Dan. Whatever they want, he has done to a T. But look at how they protect him and they guide him and they, all those bites that you're talking about. The CNN, they're barely playing those moments. I haven't seen them. We have to find them on X. We have to hear them from you. Pat has to show it here for us to find those really bad mess ups. But other than that, bro, they're just dragging this
here's
corpse.
The problem. I agree, but I disagree a little bit. When you say it's not that he hasn't been good to the left, he's been good to the far left. You're 100% correct. The 25, 30% of the American electorate max that say far left, monetary theorists, all these lunatics with the economy, Obamacare, government-run healthcare, they love him because you're correct. He is a vessel. He's a useful idiot. I always say about Biden, and you should never forget this, ever. Biden is the president Obama wanted to be, but was too politically smart to become. It's why Obama left office with 55% approval, and Biden's going to leave office with 30%. because Obama knew, like, all right, these radical lefties, I may say I'm one of them, but that's some dumb shit. And he would stop short of absolutely crazy. He would do crazy, but not. Biden don't care.
Yeah.
Biden's like, the border, F it, open it up.
Yeah.
He's like, a price rationing and Medicare, let's do it. He doesn't care because he's not politically savvy enough to look at his far left and go, that's a pretty dumb idea. And that's why we're in the pickle with this guy now. And that's why I'm so worried if he wins, man, we're not going to survive another 4 years of this guy.
Well, there's a lot of people that would say that Biden is the president that Obama wanted to be because Biden is in the shadow, to me, that Obama is in the shadows, propagating a lot of his programs and his thoughts.
Yeah, but you remember, like, think about what I just said, right? Biden is the president Obama wanted to be, but was too politically smart to become. Obama had a bad border situation, there's no doubt. But Obama's border situation on strict spreadsheet numbers, it's not a matter of opinion, was not nearly as catastrophic as Biden. Obama could have done the same thing and said, open it up, which is effectively what Biden did. And he stopped short of it. You look at actually deportations at the border, the Obama team was not nearly as terrible as Biden. Another thing is the spending. Just look at the spending levels. Obama, when we ran a $1 trillion deficit under the Porculus Obama spending thing, guys like you and me were like, this is insane. I would kill to get back to $1 trillion now. Biden put that in its Inflation Production Act himself. So that's what I'm trying to get at. Like, Obama understood the political limitations of the left's stupidity. Biden loves to be celebrated because he's morally weak, and he knows the only people who like him are the far left. So you're right. He does whatever the hell they want, and that's why he's at 38% approval.
May 31st, next week, Friday night, lights, Dave Smith against Chris Cuomo. Holy moly. This event will be from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. The VIP sold out. I think we got a few the second tier. General, there's a couple left as well. If you're wanting to come, some interesting guests are coming on because they want to see this live, period. There's going to be some fireworks, but at the same time, the fact that they're talking, it's going to be exciting. I think even Dave yesterday with Rogan, they were talking about this thing coming up on a recent podcast Dave did with Chris. And Chris recently interviewed, who was it? The CDC, Vinny, who was the person that Chris had on that we played the clip. So even Chris is going deeper into it to expose some of the challenges from the COVID community, and that's gone viral. So I'm excited to see what's going to happen there. For some of you guys that haven't yet, Rob, if you can go back to the QR code for people that want to get registered, go to the QR code to get your tickets. Next Friday night, all of us are going to be there, May 31st. And at the same time, you can go to 5990live.com for the people that are listening on Spotify and Apple, 5990live.com. Get your ticket. We'll see you there next Friday, May 31st, 6 to 9.
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.